it swag, some call it cockiness, some call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Got room to work. Turning it on. Oh, what a caught. Past the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
If you want to make a statement in a football game, that's how you do it. On your first offensive snap, you go 75 yards and score a touchdown. They have shown up. They are ready to go. Everybody, I think, in shock in the stadium right now.
And the extra point makes it 7-0.
That makes the score. Penn State 7, Washington 0.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Washington sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Nittany Lions need to pick it up on 4th down. Now on the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. Looking for the score, and he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Penn. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together. Really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. A low line drive and short kick. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And this is the type of defense that have made the Huskies a factory for pro players.
Yeah, and Reese, when I think about Washington football, I think about defense. I think about right place, right time, great thought process, just physical, make you earn everything they get every single year.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. He's got his man across the middle. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for them.
They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. They got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Penn. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. On the run, it's Gates. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Gain of 20. First down for the offense.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Right back to the well. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Penn. Swings it out to his running back. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense trying to take it back.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gotten out everybody right now on the same page.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The Nittany Lions have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking for space. It's Gates. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. FIU is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Miami for some time. They're up 14 over Kennesaw State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Penn. Firing to the right, complete. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Leaves it with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's McGuire. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Might be changing the route. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere, and you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Terrier. Gorilla.
To the air, it's Penn. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Lizzie. Pound 55 feet. Gorilla. Squirrel.
Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, looking to pass. With the catch, it's McGuire. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Unloads it left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Power football with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Washington right back to the line. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Penn. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air on second down. This time it's complete. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the quarterback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that quarterback.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Absolute shank. Missed it. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
There he goes. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Easy.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Bringing it back. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll run it from the gun. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
To the air, it's Penn. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
Man, it looked bad for a little bit, but how about the defense coming through? Back-to-back sacks. Now it's 4th and goal.
They fake it, looking for a man. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And a lot of times you see something you want to take advantage of, but the defense did an unbelievable job. Almost like they were playing for the fake, sat on it, read it beautifully, and forced the turnover on downs.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it down the right side. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like...
Turning it on! And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon State.
To the ground with the back.
Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
The RPO, it's complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Barco. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. 2nd guy finally did.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Pulls and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Military stun! Military stun!
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. Washington wants to go quickly.
4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Huskies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
6 propane! 6 propane!
They'll run it from the gun. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? From the gun, running back gets the give. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. Washington right back to the line. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Husky! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up.
They fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the conversion. At this point, you're probably just working on your 2-point plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Gates. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Using his legs, it's Gates. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got his man. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only all.
Oh, a lot of space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get outside. Runs through the tackle. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down.
Ready. Pace, 27, jump.
From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
The one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Trying to get the corner. He breaks a tackle. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today, dominating in all three phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.